What's up, everyone? Tom Evsakov here. I'm back with another episode. Now, after the last interview, you guys loved it. It was fun. It was funny. And today, really, we have something a little bit different than usual because we have something that is completely, what I believe to be completely newbie friendly. Like for everyone, whatever level you are at, you will be able to make money with this. This is what I believe. I've finished my review for this. And you can access the review right below this video. You'll find, all the links and everything, bonuses, all that good stuff. But here I'm interviewing Mike Cheney, and he's the creator of Commission Cartel, and it's, he's super big. And what I mean by big is when I first started in this industry in 2011 or something like that, and struggled for years, he was like that guy, that big guy, super millionaire, super big guy. That unapproachable, all that stuff, and now I'm here interviewing him. It's crazy for me. It's amazing. So let's talk. So Michael, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling?
Yeah, well, thanks for inviting me on the call. Good to finally see you in person, so to speak.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. You're not going to any events, right? It's really hard to meet you in person.
I've got a young family, so I've got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, so I tend to stay at home quite a lot. That's my kids. So, but no, I'm looking forward to going through this and talking about how we can help some guys out.
Yeah, that's what I want to focus on. So, can you, before we begin, into the product diving, all that stuff, I want to ask you about the background, for creating this. Why did you decide to make this? Who is this going to help?
Right. So yeah, as you said right at the beginning, it's really about helping newbies and guys that are just starting out. I was a newbie myself. We all start out as newbies. I've been doing this for many years now. I built my first website in 1995. So yeah, I've been doing it for quite a long time. And the story starts back in about 2007. I was invited to this closed door party from what I call the Manchester Mafia. Right? There's a city in England called Manchester, and there's a group of top affiliates at the time. We always used to call them Manchester Mafia because they were kind of really closed doors. Nobody really knew too much about them. We didn't really know their names even, but they were all crushing it in terms of affiliate marketing. Now, there was nothing illegal or criminal. They weren't the mafia for that reason, just because it was like a closed family. And I got invited down there to go and see these guys. And what I learned there helped me make a lot of money online as an affiliate. They taught me a lot of new strategies. And since then, I've developed my own strategies. I've used their strategies. I've learned from other people. And now it's my time to sort of give back, really, to people that are just starting out, just like I was, and help them get up that ladder of becoming a good affiliate. And my reason for doing that, because I don't make money from the sale of this product. All the money from the sale of
it's going to the affiliates.
Right, goes to the affiliates.
To me.
So my job is to train the next super affiliates. Like I want guys like you, the up and coming guys that want to be like Tom, that want to be like Brett the Techie, that want to be like Mike from Maine. I want those guys to come in, get the training, so learn the best ways to be an affiliate, so that down the line they'll promote my products in the future when I release new products. So that's really my reason for doing it here, and I've made it as accessible as possible. So even if you have no website, no list, no money for ads, you can do this. I've made it that way specifically.
I want to touch the two things you said. One is the list, and two is the ads. I'm sorry, the money for ads. So first the list.
Right.
They, basically they'll have to build a list, right? They don't need to start with, no need for a list.
No.
Okay, but let's say, it's a good thing to build a subscribers list. I always tell my subscribers, whenever I get the chance, is that whatever people, vendors tell you, you don't need this. A list is something that try to insert collecting some kind of audience into everything you do, because you can remarket to them again and again and again. So it's really crucial, so they don't have to but they can. I mean, that can be part, and it can.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, you shouldn't have a list. Everybody needs to get a list eventually. But as you know, getting a list is not easy. You know, there's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, definitely.
A main name, a website, a squeeze page, software, a freebie, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So what I say is, look, you don't need that. Not when you're starting out. I think a lot of people get stuck because they think they have to get a list. They think they need all that stuff. And you don't, not right away. You can start just using free traffic, which I show you how to do in the program.
That's awesome. That's great.
Using things like Facebook. So you don't need all of that stuff. You just start, as long as the key thing here, and this is what a lot of people miss, is how to promote a product in the right way. Like what you should be saying, how to position it, what the promotion should look like. If you get that right, you don't need a ton of people to see the offer.
Definitely,
anyway.
That's really important.
So that's really what I focus on, so that there's a low barrier to entry. You know, you don't need that website, you don't need the domain or list. Yeah, of course, eventually you will want to get one, and when you start making money from commissions, then yeah, you want to use that to get some of these things, but it's not essential.
Exactly. Okay, cool. So it's possible, it's recommended eventually, but it's not essential to get started. Anyone with any experience or anything, can get started with no list at all. That's awesome. That's amazing. I know many people on my list are really kind of, list building haters, they hate it. I don't, everyone. So basically, and the second thing I want to touch on is the budget. Realistically, what expenses or initial, budget they can expect?
Again, you don't need a budget. You don't need a budget. Once you've got access to the method, obviously to get into the program, that is it. So you don't need to spend any money on ads. You don't need to buy any software or anything like that. The only budget you need is really time, right? Because it's not a software. It's not like a magic push button thing that's going to make you money. The one thing that's going to determine the success of this is you as the individual going through it. Right, so if you don't have any time to invest in growing a business, then it's not going to work. You need to spend a few minutes a day, maybe 20 minutes a day, going through the steps, ticking things off as you've done it, and at the end of it, you'll make money. I mean, the headline on my sales letter, the big promise that I make on this, is that within 30 days, if you follow the steps, you will generate your first $500 within 30 days of starting. As long as you go through the steps, and you can do that without that website, without a list, and without spending anything else at all.
Yeah, and realistically, it can even be potentially more. I mean, it can be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not making a massive claim. I'm not like.
I know. I love it. I actually like it. It's refreshing, not having those massive claims. I mean, all those softwares, push button, millions. It's the way we sell products in this small industry of promoting products and stuff. So this is really refreshing. The $500 realistic, and I believe that it can be more. Okay, it can definitely be more. People come with different experiences, different backgrounds. So yeah, and I do want to talk a little bit about the product itself. Right inside, I reviewed it, and you have the dossier, which is kind of a briefing. You have the step-by-step checklist. You had the copy-paste promos. The copy-paste promos, by the way, they're on the front end, right?
Well, I give you a couple of promos on the front end, but the first OTO is a done-for-you package of 5 entire campaigns. So I'll give you like a little taster of it so you can see what it's like. So yeah, the front end offer, you just get the first thing, gives you the main training, so the main method in a written report, in video and audio, and you get a couple of promotions already done for you so that you can kind of use right away. That's
awesome, because I remember back in 2012, I remember the scene. I was back working in some factory. I was working a lot of jobs. Started this work in a factory. I was in my phone on the Warrior forum, and I found this product that sells basically something like, hey, become a super affiliate quickly. Done for you stuff, done for you blah 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 blah, usual stuff, and I purchased it. And I had to go to maybe the 4th or the 3rd upgrade OTO and spend like $100 only to first get to some kind of done for you. And in this, what I like about this is that even if it's a little bit, you still give something on the front end for $10. By the way, this is a steal. The price is a steal. So you're giving something, and people getting, I wish I had this when I got started. You know, this is something that I see this as an over delivery, right? This is, you don't have to do this. You could charge more just by having, you know, the privilege to do this. But you're giving on the front end, even if just a little bit. It's really, thank you, man. It's a really, really, it's a great offer. And this is what I chose to promote this, because I do believe that this can help people, you know. And can you explain a little bit more about the one-time offers?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was hoping you were going to ask me that, because this one-time offer I'm about to tell you about, every time I've mentioned this, it gets kind of a shock reaction. Okay, so this is called the Godfather package, and what you get is 5 done-for-you campaigns, so entire campaigns personally created by me. So every one of these 5 campaigns comes with 7 emails written by me that you can use, 7 Facebook promos, 7 blog promos, a discount code to pass on to your buyers so they get a discount, and a bonus that I've created for you, personal bonus from me. So a real product, not a PLR product rehash, a product mine as a bonus. So you get that bonus coupon code, all the campaigns, everything will be written for you, and guaranteed approval, obviously, because I've spoken to all the vendors, so you get guaranteed approval. So that's you ready to rock and roll with 5 brand new evergreen promotions that you can run with. So it's
really
plus, right? You get one-on-one consultancy with me for 30 days as part of this Godfather package.
Which is crazy.
For $27 one.
27. I remember you had a student. He was my friend back then, Naidi Foon. You remember him, right? So Naidi, and he paid you a lot more than $27 of one-on-one coaching. And basically, you're offering here one-on-one coaching and all those done-for-you elements for $27. This is unheard of. I personally, right, on camera, I would never have charged 27.
I may have to pull the coaching out. Like, no, this is not marketing speak. Like, I may have to take that down if I get totally swamped within the first few days.
Yeah.
But at the moment, this is my plan is to make that available. So
once again, over delivering $27. That is obviously crazy. Okay, I didn't know this. Actually, I knew that you're giving done for your staff when I was doing the review. I did not know about the extra 30 days of coaching. So for people who are watching this and watch the review, this is like, consider what the score I gave to the OTO1, triple it, quadruple it. Wow, this is really, man, thank you so much for doing this for my subscribers. Because I know that if I do recommend this, and people will buy this and they will be happy and you over deliver to them, then I will obviously, make more money in future promotions. I mean, if I'm thinking about myself here, you're basically making me future money, okay? By doing this, by over delivering. So awesome. So can you talk about the other upgrade, the second one?
Yeah, so the second OTO is called the Secret Weapons Package. Okay, so this is tools and templates that I use in my affiliate marketing, and you just get to use these right away. So the first thing you get is 20 template promotions. So these are fill in the blank promotions where you can use these to promote any product you like. So if you see a product coming out and you think, oh, I can't be bothered to write, or the swipes don't look that good or whatever. Because normally, when you see swipes for a program, they're done at the last minute. The product vendor's like, oh, we don't have any swipes, and they just find these things, and they're not always the best. So I've given you these templates that are from my proven to convert campaigns, and you just fill in the blanks, and you can use these to promote anything. The second thing you get
fully customizable, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you just put your name, maybe put your product name, change a couple of things. Good. The second thing you get is the anatomy of a $500,000 campaign. So I made over $500,000 from promoting a single product, and I show you on screen everything that I did. So I walk you through every email, every subject line, every web page, every tool that I use, so you can see how I went from $0 to $500,000 promoting this thing, and you can take all the lessons from that and apply them to your own marketing as well.
That's awesome.
The other thing you get with the secret weapons package is you get the secret psychological sales triggers, which make people buy. So went into my autoresponder, I looked at all my best campaigns, the ones that made the most money. I picked 20 of the best ones, and I walk you through them step by step on video. We have a look and see, okay, why did this work? Why did it work so well? What can you copy from this in your own campaigns? So that you get an instant shortcut to become a super affiliate, because you're getting the best of the best that I've ever put out there, and see for yourself why it worked and use some of it for yourself. So that's the secret weapons package. It's $47 one-off. Now, a couple of important things about both of these OTOs. The first thing is they are both pure, like real OTOs. That is, you cannot get hold of them anywhere else. You can't get them in this area, can't get them in support. It's take it or leave it. The second thing is there's no downsell. So whatever you do, don't say no thinking that you're going to get a cheaper version, because there is no downsell. You basically take it or leave it. So
that's important, yeah.
Yeah. So I emphasize that on the pages anyway, but it's worth people knowing, if people are watching this and think, oh, I want to get that one-on-one, I want that done for you, I want those templates. You need to get it when you see the offer, because it's, once you leave the page, that is it. It's hard line, gone.
Yeah, no sitting on the fence.
No second chances.
Yeah, definitely. So, we're talking and you're telling me basically the front end price and the OTO 1 price and the second one. And, I rarely promote info products these days. I do review and promote softwares, and they're usually starting from anywhere $37, $47 for the basic version, and you got all these features stacking up. I also release softwares, so it's really refreshing the price point you're offering here, the value you're offering for the price, especially, the entire funnel, but the first OTO with the coaching is just insane, and people can buy one software of mine, and not still have change left to buy your product. So it's a good deal. It's a good deal. Honestly and sincerely, this is a good deal. This is not a marketing trick. It is a good deal, in my opinion. Obviously, my opinion only. So thank you. I think we basically covered everything. I don't want to talk too much about background stories, stuff like that. Straight to the point. Just one final thing, if you can please, kind of give, final words, words of wisdom or something along those lines, final words to the audience, a tip you can give them about affiliate promotions, okay, for example.
Okay. So yeah, I would say when it comes to, my number one tip, as an affiliate, to make more commissions, for you to generate more commissions, is to really get that shortcut, is to see somebody that's got what you've got or has done what you're trying to do, and get hold of that. So the analogy or metaphor that I use is the forest, right? Let's just say you're on this side of the forest with an axe, and over on the other side is a big pot of gold, right? Now you can go through that forest and start chopping and sawing away and falling down holes and getting eaten by wolves. But if you just come over here, like 20 meters, there's a guy he's already hacked his way all the way through there. He's been doing it for the past 16 years, and he's there, and he's showing you the way. He can show you all the way through that forest to the other side for like $10. So that's what I would say. When I started out, I tried to do it on my own, failed. I know a lot of people have got the same story.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't try and do it on your own. I've been there and done it. I've got the t-shirt. I've made millions as an affiliate. I make about $600,000 a year in commissions. I'm going to show you how I do it for $10. So that
no-brainer. No-brainer. It's definitely your offer. Everything you offer here is a no-brainer. And thank you for the tip. That tip applies obviously to not just buying products on JVZOO and things. It's just everywhere. I just paid to a mentor, and I had the mentor last year, so I'm always trying to find some kind of way to leverage, or be, how do you say that in English, sit on the shoulders of giants,
right?
Basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it really helps. It saves so much time, energy, sleepless nights, money. Eventually it saves you money, especially if you're someone who buys products in this you know, space. It saves you money to have this one thing that is right, is going to make you money, and you'll see how slowly you stop buying the next shiny object. It just naturally works that way. So thank you so much for being here, for coming here, for being on the show. Really a pleasure. I'm still kind of starstruck, but thank you so much, man. So talk to you later. Bye bye.
All right, speak soon.